feel like there's somebody out here who is about to settle for somebody that you know is not the one, and it's not your fearful avoidant that has been activated, but you're not sure if it's your fearful avoidant that's been activated, because fearful avoidant can make you feel like you are accepting, or it can make you feel very confused about the person that you think is the one, because you already have all this internal confusion that you're grappling with all the time. But I think when you meet the one, it quiets your soul. It doesn't mean that you won't feel some fear or some nervousness or some anxiousness, but I think when you find the one, it quiets your soul in a way that it is not normally quieted, because it's a different type of connection. So, should a man settle because, okay, you know what? Let's just get this over with. This person seems safe to mate with, but they don't feel like that deep kind of I'm madly in love kind of energy. But when I get that madly in love kind of energy, sometimes I wonder if I would be afraid of it. And I just found the courage to go through with this. So let's just do it. But I know deep inside that this isn't quite it. The problem with if you do that, it could come to bite you later. Because what if you end up meeting someone who quiets your soul and connects to your soul in a way that you've been wanting your whole entire life, and now you've settled, you've married somebody that was just good enough for now. I don't know who's coming in the future, so I'll just take this one. It could cause you some problems later. It could cause you to be longing forever for someone that you can't have because you're already taken. That's the chance that you're taking. So I think in that sense, you have to be careful about settling because this person is good enough, or she, or, and this can go both ways. The same thing could happen to a woman who decides, you know what, I can't find anybody. It just seems like the person is never right. This person is being nice to me. They're decent looking. We click well enough. I don't feel passionate, deep, madly in love. Settling, that means that you are accepting this person as good enough, and that could be a problem for that person later, because they may eventually sense that you're not in love with them, that you don't have that in love type of energy for them. And that could be really hurtful and confusing. They might spend a lot of time trying to prove to you that I am somebody that you should be with, but yet you can't get the connection right. That's going to be a problem for both of you. Have you ever met somebody and they fit most of the stats that you want? Like if you were to make a list, they fit a lot of what you say you want, but you don't really feel comfortable talking to them. I knew somebody like that who was just going crazy over this guy. Like, oh my gosh, he is like a dream and I'm so excited, and oh my God, I can't believe he's talking to me. But she could hardly have a conversation with him. So he was always asking for more, like, okay, but she was way too shy to talk to him. And I had seen her with other guys where she could talk to them. So there are things like that where you don't quite feel comfortable enough. And even with a romantic partner, I'm not saying that you can't feel shy because you might feel shyness sometimes, but you still can talk about some things. You can have some deep conversations. But with this person who looks good on paper and who you are so excited about because of the way he looks and you love his personality, but you can't really talk to him because you feel too shut down. I would say that could be one of those subtle red flags. One more question. Have you ever felt like you were with somebody and you could tell they weren't really feeling you? And so you didn't want to be rejected, so you start working harder to try to prove to them that you're amazing. You change your hair, you change your clothes, you do all this stuff because you don't want to be rejected, because you feel like you can't handle it, but you know this person is not feeling you. But you pull out all the tricks, you won't let them go, you hold on tighter, you convince them, you beg, you cry, you whatever, all of that stuff. That could come back to bite you, person. That's not what you really want. You want somebody who loves you. You want somebody who is happy to be with you. They can't wait to see you. You want to experience that excitement. And yes, that is a rarity unless you both are just like, you know what? I can't find anybody. You can't find anybody. So let's just be together. Are you cool with that? Yeah, I'm cool with that. And you make it work. But if it's one-sided, because that's kind of rare when it comes to romantic love, if you feel like they're like, I'm not really feeling you, and you convince them to be with you, then you might be a little surprised when they're not treating you very well. I heard somebody tell about a lady, well, a lady actually wrote someone a question and she said, I'm with this man, we're living together, and when he comes home, he takes out all his work aggression on me. He doesn't seem happy to be with me, and he always tells me, if you want to leave, you can leave. Sounds like somebody who's not very attached to her. So she's already feeling it. And it's like 2 years later, he hasn't married her. So it's upsetting. It's like you're putting your happiness and your deep joy on hold for somebody that you know he don't want you. And that feels horrible. Nobody wants to feel unwanted. But if you stay with somebody who doesn't want you, then you're going to be more and more upset. You're going to shut down. You're going to forget who you are as a person. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be dreaming of other people. You're going to be wishing for something different. And once you get in too deep into a situation, it makes it doubly difficult to get out of. So, person out there, if you are thinking of settling, do not do that to the person because you feel like the person I want isn't available. Maybe it's somebody, well, I won't even say, but yeah, it's somebody that maybe is difficult to get. And so you feel like I'm not going to get what I really, really, really want. So I'll just take this one. I will say that could come with some consequences because you might be unhappy and then you have kids and now you're kind of stuck and you weren't willing to wait. Sometimes I feel like God is telling you to wait, but sometimes we don't listen and we go deep into another direction when if you had waited, you would have gotten somebody that you felt a real closeness to. I know this isn't always the easiest decision to make, but marrying somebody that you really are not fully attracted to or that you don't really want for whatever reason, and it's just you're trying and it's not deepening. You don't feel like you can talk to the person. You just feel like you're so different that it causes problems and issues. Or you have somebody that's begging you to please be with me and you give in, but you know that person isn't right. That's going to cause you issues potentially later. It just is. Try being friends with somebody that you just don't feel comfortable being friends with. Hasn't that ever happened to you before? Like, let's say you're at work and you're trapped in a room with somebody that you just don't click with. Trying to make conversation with them is hard. Trying to pretend like you're comfortable is difficult. Relationships come with enough issues and problems. So I would just say, think about it. Think deeply before you make that move. Settling in love often refers to accepting a partner or relationship that doesn't fully meet your needs or expectations, typically due to fears of being alone, societal pressures, or a belief that you won't find better. So here are some considerations regarding when or if one might settle in love. Self-reflection. Quiz question number 2, compatibility. You want to assess the fundamental compatibility between you and your partner. If you share important values and goals but have minor differences, it might be worth working through those rather than settling. How about emotional fulfillment? Consider whether you feel emotionally supported and fulfilled in the relationship. If your person meets your emotional needs but lacks in other areas, it's essential to weigh the importance of these needs. Time and life stage. Sometimes personal circumstances or life stages can influence your decision. If you're at a point where you're ready for commitment and your partner provides stability, it might feel like a good choice at that moment. And growth and change. If both people are committed to personal growth and the relationship, it can evolve positively, making the idea of settling less relevant. Ultimately, settling in love is a personal decision and can depend on individual circumstances. It's essential to prioritize your happiness and well-being in any relationship. So, hey, beautiful people, thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments and what topics you want me to explore next. Your feedback means so much to me. Let's keep this adventure going. Don't break up with me. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Check out my books on Amazon for insights on enhancing your love life, navigating narcissistic personalities, and exploring the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types. Links are in the description. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.